Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. This is the latest Tesla in the market, the 2020 Tesla Model Y, and today I'm going to be reviewing it. Stay tuned. As you probably already know, this vehicle is electric, which means it has no engine. So the front, which is right here, could be accessed either from my phone or from the main console inside. So opening the front, this is what it looks like. So right now, even though you can open this front from either your phone or the main console, closing it, there's no button to close it, so you have to manually come around and close it with a gentle push, just like that. So the trunk of this vehicle as well could be opened either from the Tesla app or from the main console. So right now I'm going to use the app. And this is how it opens. So this is how much room we get here in the back. And closing the back, obviously you have to use this button right here. Pressing that closes the back. And you could also open it from here by just holding a latch here, and it's going to open. The trunk has two buttons here which could be used to drop the seats. So just like that. But unfortunately you have to turn around if you were to lift the seats back up. So the trunk has some additional storage, which is going to be here. And this is not all of it. Actually, there is some more storage here, if I can open it. So this is just some additional storage. And it does have some extra storage here on the sides. So the middle seat actually drops, which could help you store some additional stuff in here. But one thing I don't like about this is this little iron that is sticking out right here. I think the design could be better. So the Model Y can be accessed in two primary ways, either by using your phone. When you walk towards the car, then the car is just automatically going to unlock and you can get into the car. Or you can use a key like this by placing it right here. Then the car is going to unlock. So in order to open the car, we're going to apply some pressure right here and then pull it. As you can see right here in the window, when you open the car, the glass is going to go down just like that, and you can open it. On the driver's side, we have this button right here which is used to open the door. These other buttons are used to put down the windows. There's a latch here which is used to open the doors in case of any emergencies. Moving to the back seats only have the button to open the door and the button to put down the windows, but it doesn't have any emergency latch. The emergency latches are just found on the driver's side and on the passenger side. So getting to the back of the car, I'm actually 6 foot tall and I think it's pretty comfortable here. I have a little bit of leg room here, and there's a little latch here at the back that you can use to adjust the seat. That looks pretty comfortable. Now in terms of the room, how much room I have here with the top, as you can see, it's I say about 6 inches. There's actually enough room down here as well where you can put your feet. There's actually a latch back here that you can use to put down this middle piece. You could actually also use this middle section for a cup holder. And down here we do have 2 vents for the passengers seated here at the back. But unfortunately there's no buttons down here to actually control it, so all the controls are done from the front. We do have 2 USB ports here as well. We have this little thing here that you can actually use to hang your jacket. I think 3 people can pretty much fit here comfortably, but people of my size, I think it's going to be a little bit challenging having 3 people sit back here. But people of decent size, I think that they're going to comfortably fit back here. So moving inside. So this right here is used as your turn signal, both left and right, your windshield wipers, and your high beams. The steering wheel has 2 main buttons that you can move up and down. You can move them sideways as well. We do have some storage in here as well. And over here, this is actually used as a charger. You can use that to charge your phone. Right here we have the cup holders, and in here we have some additional storage. Before we get to the main console, the gear is going to be located right here, where you have the reverse, the neutral, the drive, and the park by pressing on that button. Now let's get to the main console where I'm going to highlight some main features of the car. So right now, as you can tell on the top of the screen, we're going to have park. The P is just for park. And the mileage over here actually represents how much miles or how many miles I have left on the car for it to get to 0. So it's at 66 miles, which means I need to charge that pretty soon. And this here is going to be the car. To open the front, it's going to be this open here. If you press that, it's going to open the front. This here is going to be the back if you want to open the trunk. And here is going to be your charging port. Over here, this button right here is if you want to see the back. Even when you're driving, you could still see the back while you're driving. The middle one here is just going to give you charge information of the car. You can set your limit right here by just clicking on set limit and move that around. So it's recommended to charge it at most 90%. You can charge it to 100% if you're going for a trip. This right here is for audio controls. For your windshield wipers, we're going to go ahead and click that. This one here is going to tell you how slow or how fast you want your windshield to move, but usually I just have it on auto. If you were to check the mileage of the car, then you can, if you're on this page, then you can just swipe here to the left, or you can swipe to the right and scroll all the way to the bottom. It's going to give you basic information about the car, and the mileage is going to be right there. You can also see the tire pressures by swiping to the right, and for right now it's unavailable, but usually you're going to get that information right here. These icons here in the bottom of the screen, they actually have different functions. So we're going to start with the first one, starting with the quick controls. So in the quick controls, you can have your external light. This is where you're going to set up your external light and your front fog lights. You can set that up there. And if you want to adjust your mirrors, then you're going to click on that, then use the wheels on the steering wheel to either move it up or down. You can do the same thing with the right mirror and adjust that from the wheels on your steering wheel. Windows lock. If you have kids and you don't want them to put down the windows, then you could use that. And the brightness of the car, depending on how bright you want the screen to be, you can adjust that here, or you can just leave it in auto, just like I have it set up right now. Moving down to lights, this is where you will set up all your lights. The headlights, usually I just have all this in auto. Now let's get to locks. So this is where you're gonna add a phone. If you have a new person that you want to add an additional phone to your car, which is going to be used as a key, this is where you're going to add that by clicking on the plus here and downloading the app and adding that. You could also add the keys, the car keys, either a car key or a car fob. So right now, as you can tell, I have just one phone connected to the car and 2 keys. So this is where you're going to set up your child lock. The walk-away door lock. This is when you're using your phone as a key, and when you walk away from the car, then the car automatically locks. So now let's get to display. And sometimes the screen really gets dirty, and if you want to clean that up, then you're going to click on this screen clean mode. If you click on that, the screen is going to go all dark like that. And to unlock it, you just hold it for 3 seconds. Then you can unlock it. You set up your language here. A couple of languages, as you can see. You can also set up your time format, either in 12-hour format or 24-hour format. So for the energy display, usually I like to have mine in distance, but you could also have it in energy mode, just like that. So it's 20% right now. So, but I can have that in distance, just like that, which is 63 miles. And you can set up your distance in either kilometers or miles. Same as the temperature, you can set that up, and the tire pressure as well. Get into driving. So there are 2 main modes of acceleration, either the chill mode or the standard mode. The steering mode could either be in comfort mode, the standard mode, or the sport mode. As you can see, now I have it in sport mode, but you can change it. And for the stopping mode, usually I like to put it in hold, where this is pretty much like just using one pedal driving. And when you take off your foot from the gas, then the car is gradually going to slow down to a stop. Autopilot. So autopilot, you can set up the follow distance between your car and the car in front of you. You can have it up to 7, but usually I like putting it at about 2. And the auto steer, this is where the car is going to pretty much just drive itself and turn the wheel around. You can enable that. You can navigate on autopilot. If you want to enable that, you can do that over there. Customize navigate on autopilot. So this is where if you're planning for a trip, then you can do all the settings here on how the car is pretty much going to drive. Traffic light and stop signal. When the car gets to the traffic light, if it's red, then it's gonna stop there. And the summon feature, which is another very great one, that's where you can control your car from your phone. If you have that enabled, then it's gonna allow you to do that. And you can customize your summon here. The bumper clearance, this is how far you want your car to be from any object or any obstacles. You can adjust that there. And for the summon distance, you can also adjust that with this one right here. The side clearance, you can either have it tight or you can have it standard. If you want to set up a speed limit warning, then you can do that right here. Forward collision warning. If you're about to get into a collision, then you can either have the warning either off, or you can have the warning late, medium, or early. Lane departure of avoidance. So this is when you're driving and you're getting off your lane, then you can have the assist on, or you can have it warn you. Navigation. This is where you set up all your navigation of the car. Safety and security. If you wanted to power off your car for whatever reason, then you can go ahead and power it off right here. And in order to turn it back on, then you're going to step on the brake pedal, then it's going to turn back on. So if you wanted to set up a speed limit of the car, then you can set it up here. I have never tried this, but I'm pretty sure that if you turn this on, then the person won't be able to drive past that speed. I'm definitely going to have to try this. Now, sentry mode, this is when if you have it on, then all the cameras around the car are activated, and they're going to keep the footage and they store any activity that is happening around the car. So for the dash cam, if you'd like to activate recording after you press the horn, then you can have that activated. You can have that enabled like that. So you must have realized that I do have a pin in the vehicle. So if you want to activate the pin, so which means that even if someone steals your car or steals your phone, then they get to your car, they will still have to enter the pin. So this is where you're going to set that up. So this is actually a very good security feature. And if you want to set up the cabin overheat protection, where you do not want your car to overheat, then if you have that on, whenever the temperature rises, then the AC is just going to kick on automatically. But you can also have that off if you wanted to. If you wanted to allow someone get access to your car even without the key, then you can enable this. Then you can, from your phone, you're going to give them access to drive the car. So for services, if you wanted, for example, to change your wiper blades, then if you enable that like that, then the wipers are going to come up and then ready to be replaced. As you can see on the screen here, you can either have it in the towing mode, notification mode, or factory reset. If you want to factory reset your car, then you can see that here. And then we also do have the owner's manual here. So this is the manual. And for the software updates, here, if there were any software updates, then that's where you're going to find that. And for the glove box, this is where you would open the glove box. By just clicking on that, it's going to open the glove box. Then you can close it. Moving to the next icon, this is going to be the music icon. If you wanted to play any sort of music, then you're going to find it here. You can either have it connected to the radio or to the phone. You know, a couple of options that we have here. Then this little icon here, this is where if you want to call someone, then you can use that to call. Then we have a back camera here. This is the energy graph of your car. So where you can pretty much just monitor and see how. So if you wanted to get on, let's say, Google, then you could actually get web access from here. Entertainment. So this is where you're going to find all your games, and most of the games are actually you can use your steering wheel for most of the games. And for the toy box, you have some additional things here. This is additional features of the car. So this icon right here is used to heat up the seats, and you can use your phone as well to do that. And this here is going to be the AC. So the AC unit, as you can see, you can use your finger to change the direction of the vent. Same with this area, you can do that. You can increase the fan speed over here, just like that. And you can either have the AC in sync mode or off. And if it's off right now, then each passenger is going to be able to adjust their AC level. This is for the passenger side. You can turn on the heat or you can turn it off. This is going to be for the windshield. If you want to either put some heat or some cold, you can do that. And this is going to be for the back windshield. This is going to be the volume. If you click on that, then you can adjust your volume right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know this has been a very long video and I hope you guys enjoyed the content of this video. And if you did, one way you can support the channel is obviously by hitting the like button for me, sharing the video out, and obviously subscribing to the channel if you have not yet done so. And meanwhile, if you're in the market, so you can use this referral link I'm going to put on the screen and then order your own Tesla. This is going to come with 1,000 miles of supercharge. I'll see you guys in the next video.